Is this even legal? All right, guys, let's go for a drive. All right, guys, just passing good old Edsel Ford's house here in Grosse Pointe, Michigan. But let's just talk for a minute about this virus that's going around and some of the legislation that's been written real fast here in Michigan. The governor's put out her executive orders. I just feel like the legislation was written so quickly that it didn't do a good job of being fair to certain businesses, particularly the green industry, where we are really technically an essential business. No, a lot of it is not essential, like trimming shrubs. I mean, how your shrubs look is arguable if that can be considered essential, but regular maintenance like mowing lawns and things like that, that is kind of essential. I mean, we can't just let everything get overgrown. I mean, once the spring really hits, once the spring really takes off, these lawns are going to pop every week. They're going to just grow. They're going to grow every day, and it's going to get out of control really quickly. Now, I think what happened with the legislation is that it was something that had to be written really quickly, and they really didn't have enough time to, which is no excuse, but they really didn't have enough time to fully create a piece of legislation that really covered everything that needed to be covered. Hopefully it's something that can be amended here over the next couple weeks so that the lawn guys can get out there. But in the meantime, I'm not going to complain too much because I am enjoying the time off. It's giving me a little bit of an excuse just to relax for a little bit longer, which is great. I mean, Ford's not running, lawns aren't running. I think it's for me, it's kind of important because I do have a crew, I do run a crew, and it's like, you know, look at that. I think the city of Grosse Pointe, they got a guy, you probably can't see him, he's over there. So the city of Grosse Pointe, they're doing their maintenance. You know, the city guys, they can do their stuff. But for me, it is important. I really can't complain too much because how am I gonna create the social distancing for my own crew, for my own guys, for my own company? It's gonna be a little bit hard. So, you know, I wouldn't have a problem implementing a second vehicle. You know, 3 vehicles would be pushing it, but a second vehicle wouldn't be too hard to implement. You know, a second vehicle wouldn't be too hard to implement, but it really is kind of hard for me. I think the legislation for the individual who cuts grass by himself, you know, you're literally alone by yourself mowing lawns, like to stop that guy from going out and doing his thing, which is a significant part of the industry. There's a lot of solo independent guys out here that mow lawns, and it's just them in a truck and a mower, and there's nobody helping them. That guy really shouldn't be impeded from doing his thing. Now, a lot of those guys are out. They are doing their thing. They are cutting the grass. But, you know, for me, I can't tell someone to come to work and be around other people. I literally just, it's no way that I can like demand or force that someone comes to work. So it's not for me, I think I just have to comply. But I think a lot of guys who are the individual solo operator, they're just going out and doing their thing. I mean, they really don't have a lot to worry about. The police aren't going to mess with them. And, you know, I've talked to a number of different police. They're not really pulling people over for driving their car. I think that's another thing. It's like you've written a piece of legislation that just says non-essential travel prohibited. You're only allowed to go to the grocery store. You're only allowed to go to, you know, well, what if you're off work? You're at home. What if you just want to go for a drive down by the water? Like, why even write something like that without including, like, the reality is that people just want to go for a drive. You're not going to see anybody. You're still going to be social distant. And from everything that I've heard, everyone that I've talked to in the law enforcement, I've talked to at least 3 or 4 different people in law enforcement. As of right now, they're not enforcing any fines or anything just for driving your car. That might change in the future, but as of right now, they're not enforcing anything like that. If it gets bad, maybe they will. If it gets bad, maybe they will, but as of right now, just going for a drive is pretty much okay. So I want to try to do some like MPG videos. It's just a weird thing. I mean, technically, it's not legal for me to try to do anything like that, but I'm going to nonetheless try. Hopefully, if I do get pulled over, hopefully I'll get the $500 fine and not the 90 days in jail. I never really understood why 90 days in jail is even on the table for some of these misdemeanors, where they could just do, a bigger fine. Maybe they do $1,000 fine. Maybe they'll do something like that. But there's an actual, like, the idea that you can be in jail for 90 days or pay $500. I never really understood, but we're just enjoying the scenery here and just talking about this legislation. I think it's going to change, guys. Once spring hits and everything starts growing, I think it's going to change. There's a lot of people that are putting together petitions and everything to get that changed, and it just comes down to someone who has employees, because you're telling them to come to work and then boom, something happens. Hold on, someone's calling. What? Hello?
What up?
Nothing much. What's going on with you?
What up, fish boy?
Why are you calling me fish boy, bro?
Just to fuck with you, man. It's just fucking called fucking, if you can dish it, you can take it.
Dude, people really don't like it.
Like what?
Dishing it.
Don't like what?
People don't like taking it.
You're all broken. Can't hear you.
Hold on. I'm turning you up. Someone's texting, that's why. People don't like it, man. People don't like wild fish and shit.
You're still kind of broken up a little bit.
Hold on, it's because I'm by the water. Hold on, let me make a turn. Give me a second. I'm gonna turn away from the water. I'm near Canada.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, technically. I mean,
what the fuck are you doing? Oh, you fuck. That's where you forget you're that close to the water.
Yeah, I'm right by the water. If I hook a right, I might get away. I might damn, the water level's high. I might be getting close to the roaming area.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, all the streets are dead end so far, so I haven't been able to turn. Here's one.
Yeah, just fucking left work. Fucking that's about all I'm gonna be able to do today.
Got what? One more day?
Yeah, I just due tomorrow, so I'll go in for a couple hours tomorrow.
Oh, okay,
close out
yeah.
some shit.
So, man, that's crazy. They're not going to be taking any cars in for repairs.
No.
Wow. I wonder.
Closed.
Service is closed. What
Parts
about?
Parts is closed.
Do you know if sales?
Parking's closed.
Do you know if
Sales is closed.
Ooh. It's interesting because
Secretary of State's closed, so we can't sell, license, title, register anything.
Oh wow, man.
So yeah.
It's weird because man, if everything's closing like that, they might not let us mow.
Yeah, I don't think you guys are considered essential.
No, we're not. It might change. I was actually just talking about that. You're on the podcast, by the way. That might.
Or am I?
Yeah. That might actually change because once everything starts getting real long, and they realize man, someone's got to cut the grass. But I don't know.
Yeah.
It's kind of it'd be cool if it changed, but then again, I don't know, because how do I say in the truck, when you're sitting in the truck, maybe it'll just have to get long for a minute, overgrown for a minute, which is okay.
They're saying that shit in California because they don't want the community to start getting overgrown and get blight and having infestation problems because people aren't taking care of their stuff or companies aren't mowing.
Right.
But you got people out here today protesting the abortion clinic. Come on.
Really? That's weird.
Come on.
Wow.
It's a man's world.
I'm glad you.
Get
I'm,
off that thing.
I'm glad you called.
Oh.
I'm glad you called because this guy keep texting me and keep dinging in my car. It's like, bing. I'm trying to film. Just keep blowing up my phone.
Like, yo, let me tell you, I'm filming. I'm casting my pod with my boy.
Dude, you done for today at 12:30, or you at lunch?
Yeah, no, I gotta go back and swap cars because I'm got a rental for my wife's show. And then
What's wrong with the show?
Making front noise, stud noise up front. I think the struts.
Oh, okay.
And there's a couple of TSBs that I want to do. I just gotta make sure it's covered under ESP.
Oh, okay, that's tight. Some
Yeah.
OEMs back on there.
Say do what?
Put some OEMs back on it.
There's buttons on there.
Some OEM struts back on it.
Oh yeah, well I mean if it's warranty, I gotta put warranty parts on.
Right. Oh, it's warranty.
So yeah, well ESP.
Okay.
Extended service plan.
Yeah, I don't know,
So,
man. I don't know about this mowing thing. Honestly, though, I don't really care. I like being off. That's the thing. I really do. I don't really want to start mowing. But I know a lot of these guys who are like really solo, they're really by themselves, only one guy operation, they're working. Like, how you gonna stop that guy from working?
what the hell is this guy doing, man?
Well,
I don't even think this guy knows what he's doing. Stop hitting your motherfucking brakes.
Oh,
Stupid
shit.
Idiot. Fuck, man.
damn, bro, you getting into a road rage?
No, these people are going 35 miles an hour. What are you doing?
You in
Red
a
lane,
you in
slow
a
traffic.
you in a F-150?
Yeah.
I can tell because of that beeping.
Yeah. My collision avoidance went off.
You gotta stop.
Come on, bro.
You gotta stop tailgating.
Hit his brakes. 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 Go around the car, bro. What the hell are you doing? You're holding up traffic, man.
Wow, man, I can't believe people are gonna think this was set up. That you
What was set up?
that you called me.
Oh, hell no. I just said calling you on the way home from work. The whole way home from work.
I think landscapers are still working, like major landscapers, because it's technically construction.
Yeah.
They do like bigger projects, paving and
How long are you gonna be driving for?
for a couple minutes. Why?
All right. Well, I just pulled up to the house. Let me swap cars. I gotta go back to work, drop her car off, and get my truck.
Okay.
All right. I'll call you right back.
Yeah, guys, we're doing a spirited drive as usual. Guys, that wasn't planned. I'll admit the first one was planned, but this one was not planned. But yeah, I think a lot of bigger landscapers, say you're building a porch or, you're building, how do you draw the line? Like if you're building a front porch to someone's house, then that's essential. But if you're building an outdoor grilling, outdoor kitchen, I mean, is that really essential? Like, so I think there's a fine line there. Me personally, I think we can wait. One of the problems is I can lose a lot of clients to the solo guys who really don't have any boundaries. They can just work. That's one of the challenges of the mowing business, is that anybody can just work. Like anybody can just pick up a mower and boom, you're in business. You don't have to follow the rules, the laws, the myriad of different things. But I guess that kind of comes down to like any business can pretty much just do what they want when they want, and they don't have to follow any laws. I mean, you could say Ford and Kia. So Ford makes a F-150, and they go through all these different things that they have to do before they even build a truck, certain safety things, certain levels of technology, whatever. And then you get some company come in and that just builds some makeshift truck that pretty much gets the job done, but is way cheaper, and they start taking market share. And that's kind of how the lawn industry is. It's probably how every industry really is. But just waiting for PowerStroke Tech Talk to replace his vehicles, switch out vehicles. We should have like introduced his channel in the last podcast. He's got a channel. I mean, we did talk about it, but we didn't talk about it quick enough. It's kind of later in the video. He's got he's got a YouTube channel with over 11,000 subscribers right now and growing fast. About repairs and things like that inside the dealership, where he works on F-150s. It actually has a lot of Super Duties and things like that he works on. So, but yeah, plazas are down. This plaza right here is all down. This is the hospital over here. It's probably packed with people as they battle the coronavirus, the COVID-19. But yeah, we're about to, these lawns are about to pop up. And just like in California, like you were saying, that they did allow for maintenance of the property, so people would be able to maintain the properties. You know, I mean, imagine being stuck home, your lawn's 2 feet high, and then what happens when they can finally get in there to maintain your property? They're gonna be like, look, to get this overgrown lawn down to normal, it's gonna be a couple $100. So the main thing is, how can we stay safe from COVID-19? It seems like one of those things that it's really difficult to prevent yourself from getting. I mean, there's always going to be that guy who's on a crew who's going to get in your face and just spit while he's talking. There's always going to be that guy. Like, how do you, like, I can see it now. Please stop spitting while you're talking, and why are you so close to me? Like, man, I could try to do respirators. I don't think I'll be able to find any respirators. I got a few in a drawer. Like, I could probably give everyone a respirator, but that will be the only respirator you get for the whole year. It's really crazy. Like, I don't know if I'll be able to find respirators. I don't know. There was no stock before, and now there's really no stock. You know, there's really, really, really no stock of respirators. So that's gonna be an issue in itself. So, but yeah, I don't know. BTT's enjoying his lunch. I don't know if I'll be on this long enough for him to come back. But yeah, one group of people that's being hit really hard by this is law enforcement. I talked to my dad, who said he would come on the podcast. He had a cough and he can't really get tested. He was saying that, yeah, he had a cough for a couple of days, and he ended up taking a couple of days off of work, and they ended up granting him a couple of days off of work, but he had a cough that he couldn't shake for the longest time, and he had to call off, and they had to let him actually take off, even though he didn't have any days. He didn't have enough days, but he had a persistent, there's PTT. What up? I was just telling my people about your channel.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, 11,000 subscribers and growing.
Growing.
Powerstroke Tech Talk, where he does a lot of work on heavy duty trucks. So check him out.
That's me. You guys gotta. Oh, let me turn this shit off. Damn it! I shouldn't have parked this fucking car right here. You jigging jagging out of the fucking.
Yeah, I was just telling my viewers. I was just telling my viewers that law enforcement is being hit particularly hard by this COVID-19.
I know. Hold on, somebody's calling me.
All right. But yeah, even the big three, they've been hit pretty hard. I know a couple weeks ago I was gung-ho about working, and looking in hindsight, man, the people, there's been people in the UAW who have lost their lives to this virus, and I wonder if that 1 week that we worked, how many people, if anybody could have been like saved if we didn't work. It's hard to say. I mean, we don't know. There's no way of knowing where that person got the virus.
Speculations, bro.
Do you got the virus? I heard a little cough.
No.
I heard a
ain't got no
cough.
virus, man. Anytime, I mean, buddy, oh my gosh, I got the sniffles. I got the virus.
Dude,
oh my God, I got diarrhea. I got the virus. Oh my God.
dude,
My eyes red. I got the
everybody's
virus. Come on.
sniffling. Everybody's sniffling.
Well, it's that time of year, bruh.
Yeah. I'm
It just so happens that we got this virus going around at the same time that all these temperatures and people start getting their little allergies going and got that phlegm in the back of your throat, got crusty boogers in the morning. Come on, that ain't the virus, man.
Yeah, I'm definitely fighting some kind of virus. I don't know. It's not that virus, I hope, but you know, it's
The
probably
virus of life.
yeah, it's something going around, like a normal flu season, along with some extra COVID-19 sprinkled on top.
Coupled with some strong seasonable hay fever.
Right. Man, oh man. But yeah, I'm
Don't be
enjoying.
stressing, man.
No, I'm good,
Stressing.
dude. I'm so happy
Good.
that
good.
work is off. Like, dude,
I don't want to hear that monotone.
that's just how I am, man. That's just how I talk.
This is how I talk.
I'm not gonna change that, dude.
Maybe.
I'll have to
Maybe.
lean into it. I have to figure out how to lean into it. Like maybe the actual tone. Guys, he's talking about the fact that that a lot of times I'm monotone. I got the most monotone video in the roster right now, and it's F-150 max towing package, and it's a monotone. It's spec. But then again, a lot of these monotone videos have a lot of hits. Like
Yeah.
popping the hood talking about the 270 EcoBoost is straight up monotone, and it fits. Yeah, it works.
It does.
You know, for certain things.
Yep.
But
I don't like black and white. I like colors.
yeah,
I like everything in between.
you got a lot of energy. You know, I can do it. I can have it, but I can't fake it. Like when I was talking about those mowers, it kind of happened by mistake. Talking about lawnmowers.
Gonna be that season coming up.
I be thinking about quitting, bro.
Quitting what?
Mowing.
Lawn?
Yeah, man.
My brother-in-law feels the same way.
Really, dude. I gotta talk to
Tired
him.
of that shit.
I gotta talk to him. Does he have a crew, or does he
Yeah, he's got like a couple guys that work with him. He's not like a big conglomerate company.
He's got like one good crew?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not the
One truck.
it's the a part of the problem is the people in the industry is not enough. Like I really want to charge whatever. It's not that I want to charge a lot, but I want to pay people. I just want to get good people. What does it take? I don't need these problems from people. Like I don't want that.
Right.
That's
too also part of running a business. You know, you can't.
Yeah, that's part of a business. But like, how is it at the dealership? Like,
same way.
Is it
Like,
the same?
Same thing with parts. It's like, why do we keep hiring these people who don't give a shit?
Right.
You know, they're ultimately affecting me, which is going to affect my productivity, which is going to affect how and fast the cars or vehicle is going to get done and back to the customer.
Right.
You know, oh man, I'd rather watch this Office clip on YouTube for 20 minutes while I stand around than just look at these parts that need to be delivered. Like, come on, man. Like,
What the fuck is the Office clip? Like The Office? Oh my God.
Something on YouTube. Like, right, bro. What are you guys doing? Watch this movie shit at home.
You're watching the fucking Office at work?
Come on.
Oh, that's pretty fucking.
Come on.
That, you know what's crazy is how many people waste YouTube on stupid shit, like watching The Office.
I think everybody at work should leave their cell phone in the car.
Ooh. See now,
Straight up.
that's why I couldn't work in the dealership as a service technician. Ooh, look at that truck. Woo.
I also have to remember it's not my last name on the side of the building, so
Right.
why am I trying to worry about something that I can't control? You know, it's hard sometimes because it's like.
Well, your job is a very interesting job because because part of your job, you have to use your ears and your voice. You have to use your communication abilities. Less for you because you are a mechanic, but you have to use your brain. Like, you have to read things, you have to read information, you have to use like part of your brain where you're not necessarily going to be able to like dive into a subject. Like for me at Ford, the reason I like Ford is because I could zone out all day. I'm like a robot, and then I can listen to any book and really absorb it pretty good. Whereas if you had to listen to an audiobook, you'd have to break it up so many times to read other things. Like, you can't listen to something and read something.
Right.
I mean, you could do a lot once you're like really just on a task that you already know, but how often do you do something that you know, like you could do it with your eyes literally closed, literally?
Yeah, your comprehension's not going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Even my comprehension is a little bit compromised because I'm doing other things while I'm listening to something. But I almost can't listen to something while doing something else now.
Right.
I can't focus on a book for 4 hours, an audiobook or...
Well, like right now I got my headphones in here in my right ear. I wear my headphones in my right ear all day. Got my music playing. And it's like, you know, when I think about it, I'm not even listening to the song. Like, it's something, it's playing.
It's just in the background,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
A good example is if I call you at work, you're not gonna sit there and talk to me for 4 hours.
Hell no.
You'll be like, dude, I'm working. I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing.
Or you better be making it quick.
But I could do that at Ford.
Yeah,
I could talk to somebody for 10 hours at Ford.
That's how I forget shit. You're like, oh no.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing, is working on something and then have somebody come up and talk to you. Be like,
dude. And then down the road, have you ever worked on something, you forgot something, and then the car's like on the road a week later and you're like, oh shit.
Not on the road, but it'll be like random shit, dude. Like, I'll wake up in the middle of the night.
In the middle of the night, yeah.
To take a piss. And I'm, I don't know why I would be thinking about, work, but I'm like, just thinking about what I'm doing, and I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to tighten that nut.
Yes, dude.
I got to go back and finish the job, tomorrow.
Not on the road. See, when I used to work on cars.
Why would I be thinking about that?
When I used to work on cars, that used to happen all the time. I would be like, oh fuck, did I tighten that? Did I tighten those wheels? One time a lady's wheels fell off.
Oh shit.
Yeah, dude. I didn't tighten her wheels. I was like, damn, that's when I stopped smoking weed too. That's like, man, I don't know, man. Fuck. If I'm gonna be working on people's cars, I don't think I can smoke weed. Cause I'm gonna not tighten up something or. But when I think about work and I think about jobs, businesses, jobs that I would do, I try to like lean into something that I could still.
You get beer tomorrow? Okay. All right, man. Stay healthy too, man.
Put this truck in sport mode.
Yeah. Okay. Rock on. Yeah, that's just gonna be me and the manager tomorrow.
No shit.
Yep.
But yeah, when I look at jobs, I like to look at something where I could still use my ears. Like, I would never want to be at McDonald's as a oh, it's burned a little rubber. Oh, no comment.
McDonald's as a what?
I would never want to be like a cashier at McDonald's where you gotta constantly look at somebody all the time and have some bullshit script,
right.
And you're like,
Right.
Hi, how can I help you? Hi, how can I help you? Like, I'd be like, damn, like you can't even. I'd rather just be a fry cook. Like, let me just make burgers. I don't want to like. And then if the problem with being a fry cook, are they gonna let you listen to a fucking book? They wanted you to fucking listen to them.
Fry cook. That's funny.
We need you to hear the orders of the fucking burgers. Like, fuck, man. It's like that's a good thing about cutting grass. Like, if you're cutting grass all day, you could fucking be. You probably can't be on the phone, but you could be in a book. No one's gonna be able to hear you over that fucking mower.
Oh yeah, right.
There's been times where I talk to my guys on the mower for like an hour while the mower's going.
Shit.
Yeah, the mower's like, wah, and I'm just talking. You know, and they gotta yell, but yeah, it's
What's
just
for lunch? I'm fucking hungry.
forget lunch. Just fast.
I'm fucking hungry. I ain't eat today, man. I'm fucking hungry.
You didn't eat nothing today?
No.
I find
I
that
had a half a bagel this morning.
I find that hard to believe. Wait, there you go. You just said you had a half a bagel. You said nothing.
Well, I don't consider that a fucking meal.
Dude, that's something though.
You're right. That is something.
You said nothing. People
So was the water that I drank. So was the orange juice that I sipped on.
Yeah, so you had shit all day. Like, the water is nothing. You could honestly say that the water was nothing because there's really no calories in your water. So you can say water is nothing.
True that.
But you can't say orange juice is nothing. Like, orange juice is just straight calories and sugar.
I don't watch my calories, so I don't consider them. I consider food. I don't. Like, if I was calorie conscious, then I guess I would be looking through your eyes, but I don't.
Calorie conscious? I'm not calorie conscious either, though.
Well, I don't talk about calories. I don't look at calories. I don't.
I'm calorie conscious only in the sense that did I eat a calorie or not? Not necessarily how many calories I ate, but how long did I go without any insulin response or any calories at all? I think that's important. But you're not helping your body out if you eat half a bagel and sip on orange juice and then sip on this, sip on that, and then, like, yeah, you could say, oh, I didn't eat today. I'm hungry. But you would have been 100% better off if you didn't do any of those things and just waited until lunch to actually eat one meal.
I got more better things to fucking worry about than that.
Not really. You could actually worry about more things by following a diet protocol. Like, it
I ain't trying to be on a diet, though. I don't want to be on a diet. I don't need to be on a diet. I don't have any interest to be on a diet.
So you think?
Need to be on a diet.
So you think? You know.
Right. Well, I ain't going to a fucking doctor to tell me I need to be on a diet.
That's the problem. Doctor ain't
fucking overweight.
The doctor ain't gonna tell you that. The doctor is so poorly equipped to even tell you that in the first place.
What are you going to make an appointment? You said you get your on a diet regimen and all this shit.
I'm going to see Dr. Zarowski if possible.
What the hell is he?
He's more of a holistic doctor that does more with diet and things like that. Things that I like.
All right. Well, fucking, that's like the same shit you're talking about.
Well, yeah, it's kind of call T with what I already have, what I already follow.
I mean, to each his own. That's why fucking everybody there's differences. I don't like to be monotone. I like the colors in between. Some people like black and white. I like fucking rainbows.
Yeah.
It's fucking
people hate it. People hate it and get really pissed off about it. Like,
about what?
About diet. Like, I'm passionate about diet, so I'm always talking about it. But if I'm like, you know, let's watch our sugar and blah, 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 people are like, fuck you.
Okay, that I can analogy that, okay? So, I was raised a Jehovah's Witness.
Are you really?
Nobody wants to talk about religion and Jehovah's Witnesses and this, that, and the other, and people, I don't want to hear it. I want to.
Yeah, it's very, very, yeah.
Right, it's like you're infringing on whoever you're talking to.
Yeah, you are.
I get it. People don't want to hear it. Don't talk about it.
Yeah.
If you're talking with somebody who's down with all that shit.
Right, yeah.
I want to talk about, you know, Christ and the Holy Grail and the Noah's Ark and Adam and the Eve.
But for me though, I love talking about that. Like, that's fun, that's great, but that don't mean I have to necessarily agree with it. It's just fun to talk about that.
Exactly.
But that's just me. Like, most people are like, most people don't want to talk about that because they can't change that. It's just rigid.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Don't ever change religions. But it's kind of like that, but it's kind of not, because you could really help yourself. Like, you could heal so many things in your body that you're taking medications for. Like, how many people are like, oh, I'm on CBD. Like, yeah, what are you doing? But it ain't doing, like, is it healing anything? What's it doing? It's, well, what the fuck is it doing? Is it working? Like, I want to see it actually not work first. Like, Like, man, I started eating healthy, and then it was bullshit. It didn't work. It didn't heal my joints. It didn't heal nothing. But there's like a lot of people that just, I'm not even gonna try it. No, stop. Like, this is not like religion. Like, it's tough to talk about religion if you can't prove anything. Like, religion's like, man, okay, prove something. It's a tough one, you know.
I can understand.
But part of it for me is like, I want some kind of I want people to actually try it and get better, just because I want to really know it works. Like, I don't know if it really works. I'm pretty sure it does.
Yourself, though. What are you trying to get other people to do it?
It works for me. You know, it does work for me. But I want to see if it works on other people's, like, arthritis and things like that. Like, does it really? I want to see, like, wow, the good. But people don't want.
I'm sure there's articles written about that. You didn't think people done studies on that, probably?
It's very controversial. A lot of experts are going back and forth on this information, whether you should lower your carbohydrates and eat more fats in general. Maybe you should not drink so much juice. Maybe you shouldn't have a sip of juice because it's causing an insulin spike. It's very controversial. It's very debatable. You know, it's just, you know, it is. It's hard to look it up. It's just more like something you try.
I feel you.
But it's one of those things. It's like, I see so many people chasing money, getting rich, whatever. It's like, damn, this shit's more important than all that. You could be rich as fuck. You could get everything you want, but if your fucking health takes a turn quick, ooh, what can you do? Can you try to use diet to help you? If you tell a doctor, like, hey, what can I do with my diet to help this, whatever it is, the doctor's gonna say, your diet didn't do anything. Your diet doesn't do anything. Just like, dude, is that true? Well, yeah. It's like, whoa, is it? Cause, damn, I don't know. Like, diet's probably more important than all this shit.
Yeah.
It's probably the most important thing. I mean, money don't even matter like that. I mean, fuck, money can come and go. But once you get those sales, those billions and trillions of sales in a place where they can't be brought back or reversed or rejuvenated back to a good place, fuck. I mean, we're all gonna.
Shit's getting heavy.
We're all gonna die anyway, though. Might as well live it up.
Might as well enjoy it.
Yeah. Might as well enjoy it. But damn, I had some fucking Ritz crackers the other day. Oh, they were so good. Those Ritz crackers, all buttery.
Eat them. You know what sounds good right now? It's a McDonald's Big Mac, large size with a Coke. And you know what? Let me get a 6-piece with two ranches.
Doesn't do nothing.
Ooh.
Doesn't do nothing for me.
Sounds good to me.
Doesn't do nothing for me. At this point, I've been eating so good for so long that I wouldn't even be like tempted at all by a Coke, by a McDonald's.
You should be proud of yourself. Good for you.
But I'm still tempted. I'm still tempted by like ice cream. Those Ritz crackers will get me. Those things have a direct pathway to the brain, to the pleasure receptor. Now, a Big Mac, eating that hurts my body so quickly that it's not even like that's like, I would really be upset if someone made me eat that, because I'm so clear that that's causing pain and inflammation throughout my body, like instantaneously. If I go to McDonald's and get some strips, I feel right away. I don't know what the fuck McDonald's does.
No, it ain't for everybody.
I mean, I don't know what the fuck I don't know what the fuck they're doing with their food, but whatever they're doing is like just not ideal for the body. It's just, man, what in the fuck? Just totally throws you into like panic mode. Like, your body freaks out when you eat that. But, you know, some Ritz crackers, I can still kind of get hooked on those. Part of it's because
some people thrive on it.
Part of it's because it's in the house. Like, I can put that in my house. I can't really put McDonald's in my house. I got to go out of my way to go into the drive-thru knowing what I'm doing. Yeah. But I'm telling you, I know you're going to hate it. There's we're controlling the energy through our bodies. We're controlling the flow of energy through the types of food we're eating.
Oh, without a doubt.
Those Ritz crackers, they were great, but they let my blood sugar crash so hard, left me wanting to eat something real quick and all that. Like, man, you have so much control over the flow if you just be particular about what you're eating. The control over the flow is so important. Damn, the boat place is closed. Damn it, I was gonna go in there and look at the water.
Wait, what are you trying to do?
I was about to go look at the fucking water.
Oh, yeah?
But it's closed. But even for working on cars, like, to know that, hey, I'm gonna go and work on these cars for 6 hours straight. I'm not gonna get hungry the whole time. I'm not gonna get hungry. No blood sugar crash, no nothing. And then my little back's not gonna hurt. Nothing's gonna hurt. Because the omega-3 fatty acids have replenished and rejuvenated everything. Or maybe it's too late. Your fingers, you got some knobby looking fingers.
I know, man.
That shit's real for you. Like, goddamn. Is that arthritis? What is that?
Yeah.
Ooh. See, like, it's all fun and games. It's all fun and games now, but what happens when you hit, like, an older age and it starts to, like, really impeding on motion?
I know, my aunts look the same way.
Your aunts? So maybe, maybe. I noticed it when I had a fish tank. If you just feed them those regular flakes, they start to look like that. They start to get all, like, I forget what did they call it? Certain fish had to have a certain diet, or else they start to, like, look all like they got arthritis and shit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Saltwater fish, they would need certain spirulinas and weird infused foods. They're not in wild, they're in the fish tank. So you just feed them bullshit. Right. A flake that's pretty much bullshit. And they would get all knobby looking like that. Like, fuck. And then they just die after a real long time. Well, honestly, they died from other shit, but, like, their lifestyle was shitty because they didn't have the proper diet. I mean, you can't reproduce what they got. You can't reproduce what they got in the wild in a fish tank.
Right. You can't get that. You can't get that nowhere.
Yeah. Now, to get that through diet, I don't know. Maybe not. But maybe. I don't know.
No, man.
So this morning, I went for a fasted bike ride. No food. No calories at all. Nothing. Just woke up. Had a little bit of black coffee. No sugar. That's how deep it gets. Like, when I'm consuming coffee, there's literally nothing in it. There's no sugar. There's no butter. There's no cream. It's just black. And I can go, and I can, if I want to, I can go on that all day. But I wanted to kind of, like, I didn't want to do that today. I did it. You don't want to do it every day. Fuck, you don't want to die. I mean, eventually, if you did that every day, you get so skinny. But, I did it till like 10:30. And then I had some wild salmon and eggs. Supporting. Honestly, what's crazy is, like, all the doctors will tell you don't eat those fucking eggs. That's how dumb they are. Don't eat eggs. Eat the yolk only. Like, wait, what? Eat the yolk only? Like, what are you saying? Are you sure? Not the yolk, the white. Eat the egg whites only. Like, wait, what? Really?
Wait, what?
To only eat the egg whites because you don't want to eat any cholesterol. It's like, okay, well, fuck you.
Can I get some egg beaters, please?
Yeah, like, only egg whites? All my fucking cholesterol's good. All I eat is egg yolks. And they're still good. So
what are you going to be doing today? Just driving around?
No, I was going to do a MPG video. I was going to do an MPG video with Donna's truck, but I don't know.
Word.
I was looking at an old video from 2017 with a 2.7 EcoBoost. It's like, damn, it's been a long time. I want to get my crew out of the Super Duty.
I wouldn't want my crew rolling around in that.
I'm thinking about it. Not because necessarily that I don't want them to roll in it, but it's like it's just like it's brutal. I don't know if there's enough money. I want them to actually I want a crew that doesn't cause me headaches. So if that's gonna cost more money, maybe I should just put them in something cheap so that I can put more money into the actual crew. Like that could be $200 a week for somebody.
Yep.
So if I had an extra $200 a week in the marketplace of jobs and not have a new truck, you know, at one hand, I don't want the truck to cause me headaches either. I don't want something that's going to be broke down.
They're not fixing it. That's on you.
At the end of the day, I'm trying to eliminate headaches. But then again, maybe I do want the headache of a repair, of a vehicle repair versus a person that's annoying.
Another salary you got to pay.
Right, I'd rather just pay a higher salary and get rid of a guy and put somebody else who's better, put the best guy in the position and give him the salary instead of putting it toward a truck. Whereas the truck, an older truck would irritate me a little bit, but at least it's just a truck. It's not a person. Like a person irritating me is worse than a truck irritating me.
True.
I can deal with a truck. I can't deal with some guy that's just a nuisance. And be like, I mean, what
how the world is.
Yeah, like I'm honestly thinking about using Old Green exclusively for mowing and just seeing what happens. See if it break. It tows the trailer just fine.
Couldn't be a bad idea. Fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it. And then
rearview mirror, the side facing out.
Then I'll just roll around in a Platinum 450 just for fun.
Well, shit, man. I'll let this dog back out and make me a hammy Sammy, dude.
Ooh, hammy Sammy. Ooh. Is that the best we can do?
That's all I got right now. I don't feel like making anything else.
All right, so
make something for dinner.
Let's just end off with this. Let's try to incorporate some wild caught. You don't like salmon, right?
No, I don't eat seafood.
Fuck. Let's try to. What about red meat? You love red meat.
Yeah, I eat red meat.
Try that carnivore shit, bro.
That what?
Try that carnivore diet.
Oh yeah.
Just eat red meat for like 2 weeks straight. You'll be set.
We'll see, man.
Would you try that shit?
I mean, I ain't just gonna eat all red meat. I ain't trying to be on a diet right now. I don't fucking care. Like diets, that's not me.
Alright,
I'm just fucking rolling.
Alright, well think about that.
I'll think about it.
Alright.
That meat shit.
No, not that. Don't think about that. Think about what you just said.
Oh. Yeah. I'm thinking about it. I just said it.
Alright. Till next time.
Alright, man. I get at you.
Later.
Later.